Eh, I'm gonna post this video, guys, in our page, which is pretty much we talk about different type of topics or issues that is going on in our continent. And as a real American, I think it is important to express our view, our feeling, and as a peasant that who comes from different background, during my childhood and during my time here in United States, and as a citizen, I think it is important we can speak out, but respectfully. And a lot of things going on, guys, and especially with the health of the President Trump. I think it is important in our culture we respect each other. Sometimes we have differences, but the respect should be the main point in our society. And I know I've been disagreeing with President Trump under the policies that he pushed for it. But at this moment, I hope he gets well soon, and I hope he gets through this pandemic. And I know he has different point of view about this tragic moment that so many people has died about this pandemic. And in our culture, we respect our older too. And I know so many young people out there in social media, maybe making a joke or maybe wishing other moment of President Trump. But let's remember, he's older than all of us. He's 74 years old. So in our Maya's culture, we always respect our older. So my best wishes goes out there for Trump at this moment under this pandemic with his diagnosis that I think he tweeted out on social media this morning about 1 a.m. And I heard lately that he's been in the military hospital, which is Walter Reed or something like that. But I hope the best, and this is something that we have to talk about it. Imagine all these essential workers that work in the farm, that work in hospital, that work in food industry, that work in grocery, that so many people that we don't have health care. We don't have no one around us. Imagine President Trump that he has all these people are the best doctors around him and all the best doctors. But here we go. But I hope he comes back and but get out and vote, because this is the other topic. Because as you guys know, you've seen lately in South America or Central America and Mexico, they always trying to come in United States. Even the southern border world is already expand, but they still gonna make it to try to come in the United States, just because it's a lot of corruption going on in Mexico, Central America, South America. It's all about the system. It's all about the private sector, that tax invader plus corruption. So that's why all these caravans that you guys saw last year and now, last week or today or yesterday, there is a big caravan of peoples of Central America. They trying to make it in the United States. It's all about the things that we don't talk about it. Like the last week that President Trump never has paid federal taxes for 20 years, and he paid $750 during 2016 and 2017. Imagine that. I know there is a tax code that we have to start talking about, that Bernie Sanders has been talking about, all the rich people at this moment, about all these millions, trillions of dollars that government has proved, Senate and Congress, Amazon, Walmart, all the big corporation, they haven't paid any taxes. They don't pay taxes. Even the private sector people like President Trump, that I know there is taxes for this special private sector, and there is taxes for workers. But I did my tax. I think I've been doing my tax pretty much every year. But last year I paid $5,000 for school, and then I was trying to claim to get some the money back, and then they explain it that if I have special needs like clothing, shoes, or other items that is really expensive, so I can claim those the money, and then probably I can get some money back. Or so many people that they have their private car, you can claim your mileage, and then you can still get some money back. Or you can claim your gasoline or the gas, you can get your some money back. But it didn't make any difference for my taxes. But for those people, imagine that all these private sectors that they have private jets, probably we the workers, we the people who pays taxes every year, probably we are the one who pays all this expensive luxurious lifestyle. As you saw the last week, the New York Times, or New York Times, some of the biggest newspaper in United States, that published the story about Trump, that he fired $70,000 just for his hairstyle. Imagine that. I know he said he paid millions, but there is a difference paying millions for your workers. There is difference paying millions for state taxes for your properties, for your companies. But there is other thing, the personal federal taxes. Like those big CEOs, Walmart, Amazon, Google's, Facebook, Twitter's, all these major or big companies that they have CEO, they pay taxes. They have a salary. They pay federal taxes. They pay state taxes, local taxes. So same thing with this President Trump. But he has been using all these rules that benefits the private sector. So Bernie Sanders has talked about it. Ocasio-Cortez, now that he has been elected last 3 years or 2 years, now the idea of progressive movement, that's the one we should push forward. And we should stop talking about socialism. We should stop talking about communism. We should stop talking about revolution. We should start talking about progressive ideas, how to rule, how to bang, all these rules that has been going on for centuries. The tax cut that the president managed to benefit himself from it, from his reform under his administration. It was under Obama 21, and it went up to 28. So the gap is wider between private sector and hardworking class people. So how do we understand this tax cut? The only thing we can change, we can make change as generation of change, as bilingual generation in this country, in the United States, is understanding this tax code that needs to be changed, but not in a violent way, not as a revolution movement, not as a socialism movement, no, as a progressive movement that we need to elect people like you, hard-working people like Bernie Sanders, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, that they can go to Senate, that they can go to Congress, so civilized people can make new reform in this country, and it's going to have an impact around the globe too, because United States still going to be United States, but we're not going to destroy, we're not going to defund the police, we're not going to kill each other. We're not gonna divide each other or divide the country or divide our society. This is the United States. The United States that the won the war against the Confederacy movement. 16 during those centuries. So that's the same idea under this administration that Trump trying to divide the country. So that's the point, guys. I know so a lot to talk about but different issues. But I wish and I hope the next generation we start talking about the real legislation that has benefited the private sector, which is the tax code that has been that has been hurting the middle class, but it has benefited the private sector, as you guys saw what President Trump has paid uh, during 50 or 20 years for his federal income taxes. So share this video, guys, and I hope we can start coming back talking with different issues. But this is the problem. That's why we need to elect progressive people in all the branches of the system in the United States. Thank you, guys, and I hope you stay safe, guys. And the pandemic is real. It's not a hoax. It's not, don't play it down. Don't play it down. Today, we just saw what's going on today at this moment with our President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And I hope from this he can learn something, but I'm not positive about it. I think he will continue to divide this country. But get out and vote and elect progressive people, Senate, Congress, presidents, and let's start talking about Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C. to become as states, so we can have more representatives, and then we can have more Senate and build the movement of change. Thank you, guys, and share this video.